Welcome, Startup City speaking. I made some salted fish today out of scumbria, and I would like to address the topic when it comes to radio speaking. I've had quite an experience in doing that over the years, and I have learned how to communicate my ideas. What stops people from having confidence being on radio is the fact that they think their voices are not suitable for communication. Most of the time, people who are on radio are men, not women. And that's because there are certain sounds that not many women can produce out of themselves. If you are ever a broad-shouldered woman, then you are able to produce this bass sound, the bass. Bass sounds usually calm people down. And this is also a trick when it comes to why certain women are able in the teaching world to command authority in children, while other women don't know why it doesn't happen. It is all about the physical stature and the tone of voice the women use. Authority in children's lives are usually the male species, I would say so, and it's usually men that have been considered the creative type. Children are naturally creative. They don't have obstacles in their minds, but the way we culture them is what happens in this society. So you would find out that certain teachers are commanding more authority in people's lives simply because of the voice that they use. I'm not going to make myself exactly an example of it, but I come close to practicing it. And how do I do it? I use the Mongolian throat song exercises where I release the air in my lungs and I voice it out in who sounds. So if you say who quite often, you're going to get that authority within yourself. Who are you? If you have been able to identify in yourself who you are in any creative manner or aspect, then you are able to communicate and appreciate that in other people's lives. Who sounds. Many people think that the art world is very scary, but a lot of people are very interested in being in the art world, creative world, when it comes to performance and actorship. That is why we study songs usually from baby age. Do not take it as a discrimination to say that women who have other types of voices cannot command authority, but it comes naturally to women who have bassy voices. So practice the F sounds, the who mannerisms. Who. You're breathing air, you're giving oxygen into your system, and you are usually going to be intact most of the time. I'm going to put the throat song link to this video, and hopefully we can get there in how to practice it. It's a Mongolian tactics. Mongols are very good at training children. I would specifically underline the Mongolians because I am partly Mongol, Tatar, and that nation has shown that they know how to bring up children in a particular manner without distorting their image. I have to give credit to some country, to a continent that I come from. So we do practice the who sound. Here I made scumbria fish, and it can be eaten with garden egg. It's a Russian style salted fish, and it took about a few hours to make it salted. Of course you can make it more salty, so enjoy. Creativity always saves the day. It's a line of expression, a method of being, and every human being has it within them. Within any type of industry there is creativity. Hope you can enjoy this video today, and stay blessed. This is about almost the hour of 4 in the morning, Nigerian time. And here you have my sleepy face. You have to laugh at yourself at some point, or else you're gonna cry. Sense of humor is usually rubbed off in a lot of teachers because of the urgency that it takes to manage other people's children. And children are very smart. If you undermine them at a young age, you will have an unruly generation. There is always a fight for identity between adults in the teaching industry and the students. So it would be fair to say that the young generation needs to be given a way on how to be and express themselves and choose their life. We are 8 billion to count on this planet. We cannot afford to ignore the fact that we have personalities at birth, and that ought to be respected and allowed to grow. Take care. StartUpSity, Boa speaking.